Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Jenee Klub TV and Wilson's Pizza and Grill.
This from my pops, California coastlines, living out my real mind. Now it's really showtime, now it's how I draw a line. From the fake and real, that's how it feels when you multi. But let's not forget all of the giants I wanna stunt down. Scared that their positions can't be taken with a new sound.
Tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Wilson's Pizza and Grill and Jenee Klub TV. Our Facebook Live broadcast was brought to you in part by New Wall Street. Our musical guests are brought to you in part by Henderson Entertainment. Our live audience giveaways are brought to you in part by The Royals. Our venue partner is the Elegant 1739 Gallery. Our clothing partners are Truth, The Reason, and Brainiac 91. Our beverage partners are Drip Ultra Pure Water and Sweeties Teas.
What's happening, good people? I am First Things First. Don't forget the coach, then comes Mo.
And I'm Jabrelle, Jenee.
And you're here on the Evening Social Podcast. Tonight, we got a Mo. Yep, this is our second time coming. And it's going to be better than the first time, I'm telling you. Now, I'm still trying to figure this out. We've been 2 years in the making. I don't understand why DJ Ben Rich has his own camera and I don't get one. But I can't hate because he's my DJ. You know what I'm saying? And my DJ better than yours.
Go, DJ.
So, DJ Ben Rich. What's happening?
Tell him,
My man. Hey,
Those little drops.
now she want to drop. She's begging to drop. My goodness. And he got that. Look at that. Can I get my nails? Come on, man. That don't look good on you. That don't look good on you. That don't look good on you. Hey, Ben, can I release something that you shot me today? Can I say it?
Oh, yeah. No, well, it's not all the way, but about 80.
80, okay.
75,
Well,
80. Yeah.
be on the lookout. DJ Ben Rich getting the overhaul on all his social media and stuff. He got a new logo coming out. It's fire. You know, it's fire. So I'm telling you, on the Rich. Hey, you catch it? Go ahead and tell them where they can find you.
DJ Ben Rich, Instagram Ben Rich, Facebook, DJBenRich.com. That's where you can get all the social media and everything else. YouTube, TikTok, we're doing it all. We're doing it big here.
Let's go, BJ.
There it is. Hey, listen, I'm gonna put this plug out there real quick because I like to say is my DJ better than yours. And I tell you this, my man can do any type of genre, any party, any age, anything, whatever it is. He'll rock the party, and I'm telling you, if you call him, you book him, and he comes. If the people don't party, I pay for it. So, that's how I know. That's how I know. So he ain't let me down here. We've been rocking for years. He ain't let me down here. He's been point guard for me for a long time. Get to win, DJ. There we go. All right. So tonight we have what I like to call going back. A phenomenal woman. I see. They shooting. Okay. Well, I'm tell you like my boy said. What that do? Anyway, you got a phenomenal woman on the couch. Someone who I believe is the epitome for our young women to know they can be who and what they want to be. Someone who's the epitome for everyone, male or female, to understand that they can overcome. And it just takes desire, sure willpower, and being that person. And I'm not going to say nothing else, but, look at the land. I'm going to just say, we have 2891 owner, Miss CaMisha Weatherspoon.
Come on.
How you doing?
That's my guy.
9-1.
CaMisha, I'm going to start off by saying this because, this is our second time around, but some people didn't get to hear the story from the beginning. So I'm going to add some things that we asked last time, but then I'm going to give you some solutions. Now, we're a little longer, so we speaking truth to power, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jabrelle got his late for the week today. So I got to speed things up, All right, so anyway, let's start this up. Where were you born? That girl who happened? I love it. All right, so let's talk a little bit about parts of the dot. Talk about some schools you went to. Grade school, middle school, high school, where you
I went to Wellborn,
from? Okay.
Coronado,
Sligo. I mean,
Woo, stallion.
I'm definitely
Right.
not going to say what I would have said.
Oh, my
Something
God.
else was on the ballot.
Here we go.
I'm not going to say
Here we
that.
go.
You know what I'm saying? But we're going to,
Represent you.
not hold that against you.
It's a funny story. If anybody ever interviews me, I'll tell you about how I tough this Lego, but I don't really wear like that.
Yeah. Watch me.
All right.
Right.
So, anyway,
It's just how the
now,
couch. Yeah.
let's talk about families.
It's on the couch second now.
So, talk about first, growing up, relationship with your parents. Let's talk about mom first.
growing up, I was attached to my parents. They've been together for 53 years. But they instilled in me all the old school. So I'm old school. So I was raised old school. They got me 70. Well, my daddy got me 70 when my mom got 70. Closest to my mama. My mama's girl. I'm gonna my mama still to this day. Yeah, I grew up on 8th Street. On the 20th with the Earl. On to the higher up.
Okay.
When y'all back at the building.
Yeah. Like I don't remember the tough times. My brothers and my brother and my other sisters, me and my younger sister had it good, but we had tough times, but I wasn't in a tough time. Thank God.
Okay, so how many brothers and sisters you have?
One brother,
One brother,
4 sisters.
4 sisters. And you are in what?
I'm the second to the last.
Second to the youngest.
So a 6 total. 6.
Okay.
7 to the
So-
Bitch, that's how you spoiled.
I am.
Yeah.
But we speaking truth to power. She can't.
I mean,
I'm spoiled.
Okay.
how do you feel like having all those siblings, like having such a big family, close knit like that, playing into your success today?
It's the support. The family support. Like if you ain't got the family support, it just put a dark cloud over your business. If I see my family supporting somebody else and they ain't supporting me, I mean my family is like, what? I think
Well, we gotta say we do see the families. We see the representatives.
Shout out to Miss Wanda Lee.
Right.
Ah,
I
right.
think, especially my little sister. She was
So-
out.
She took out homeless. So, I gotta say, look, this little quick little fun fact about this. You know, before I even knew the relationship, you know, I fell in love with your cabinet. You know, Denise Maya played for me, and that's still one of my, don't tell her I said this, still one of my favorite basketball players that's ever played for me. And Maya worked really hard, and Maya was very coachable. And what was even better than all of those things, you know, she had a grade, she worked hard, she was coachable. You know, Maya, even though she was cold, Maya was a real leader by example. She had started as a manager and then worked her way up, but she did the right things. She made the right choices, and she did. And I always, you know, admire the fact that when others lose, she continues to make the right choices. So she's
So obedient.
man, she's going to but don't tell her.
She gonna see.
Anyway, so I have a question I've been dying to ask you. Because I know how we first started and talked about it. But this question that I'm asking you is what, and we're going to go back, but what keeps you pushing 98 Family? And the reason I'm asking this is because sometimes, you know, we have conversations, and it ain't easy running your own business.
Right.
It's not. And most people don't understand. Everybody wants to be the boss till they become the boss and realize what the boss has to do. And we've had a few conversations, and it's hard to do things. And it's hard to do things when, even though you get support in a certain way, there's other support that you don't have that you need. And it's not knocking any support. It's just that there's things that have to be done for a business to run and sustain.
Exactly.
So my question is, knowing that, and I hope I'm not saying nothing that I shouldn't say, but okay, but you also work.
Yeah.
So to run a business that's a full-time business job that's pumping and orders all this, but then still work, why and how do you sustain? Those are two questions. Why and how do you sustain this one?
I sustain because I think back of me having that surgery, and then I'm looking at these patients. Especially, I don't know why I'm drawn to cancer patients. I didn't have cancer. But I don't know why I'm drawn to cancer patients. But I had an appointment at KU the other day, and I was seeing all these sick people. Like, it didn't make no sense. And it's just, and they was wearing, I'm not saying mommy stuff, I don't know how to put it, but and they was wearing stuff like the struggle.
They look like what they want.
Yeah. And I'm like, I know that feeling. Because I went through it. I couldn't find nothing comfortable to wear when I was sick, you know, going through. I couldn't find nothing comfortable but stylish. Couldn't find nothing. And so seeing stuff like that keeps me pushing. On top of God. Yeah, it keeps me going.
I feel like you have to, even though this is your second time, like you have to tell them like how Brainiac came about and all that. When you speak about like I've been through it and I didn't have cancer, but I mean you did have your own struggles. Like how was Brainiac 91 inspired and how did it come about?
It came about, it was inspired by me having birthday twice. And so, fast forward to when I was recovering, like I just said, I couldn't find like comfortable where here I am with this wound, my hair all over my head, my hair was still long, you know, they just cut me down the middle. I'm bending over the closet, I got all these doctor's appointments, so I'm bending over the closet trying to find something to wear that's cute, you know, but comfortable. So I go to all these back appointments, I had appointments for all 6 months. And couldn't find nothing comfortable. Nothing
So
comfortable.
I'm gonna ask this, me not being a woman, this may be a male question, but explain to us who don't understand this, because I'm sure somebody out there. What do you mean when you say comfort?
I was thinking the same thing though.
Like, explain that to them. Explain that.
So when you go to the hospital, you gotta get MRIs. You gotta get your blood drawn, you gotta get CT scans.
Okay.
I created comfortable clothes that can get to your vein quick,
okay.
You go through that machine,
Okay.
you ain't got to take this stuff off because it's already comfortable. If they, so button up, take it off, you got to get an x-ray.
Okay.
So that's my motive, is to create comfortable, stylish clothes. When you're going to the doctor's appointments,
Yes, I do. But I think that's something that needs to come out when you say comfortable, because sometimes people think comfortable is because it's sweats.
Right.
That his sweats is comfortable, or a pair of shorts is comfortable.
Yeah.
So that's, I thought that needed to come out
So
of where the
functionality
idea
is important.
correct.
It's
Functionality.
so important.
Yeah.
Because you need to be comfortable with that style. Like, you
Right.
don't want to be going looking crazy. You want to be comfortable but stylish when you go to these appointments. Even if you want to get groomed, it's people that's want to get groomed, going to the grocery store, it's that comfort with that style. Like, you don't want to go outside the house looking
That sounds like that should be your slogan.
That's what I was gonna say. You gonna get
That sounds like that should be your slogan.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that should. Even social podcast, we don't come up with that as a slogan.
Got it.
Get into it. Listen, no, but I think it's so fitting, and so we say it all the time when we get it, but I think sometimes that's what the community and other people need to understand. What is behind when you say comfort with a bit of style? Tell them to get into it. What does that really mean? What is that for? And why is that? What's the comfort from behind? Because it's not just that it's a sweat or it's a hoodie.
Right.
It's another part to the hoodie and to the sweat and to the other things that is accessible, but at the same time it's designer.
Right.
You got designer on when you're going to your doctor's appointment, when you're going to the grocery store, and it's still comfort successful. I love it. I think they need to know that.
Where did the logo come from?
The logo came from my left side is this where I had the tumor, so that's why it's covered. The right side tumor went on this side. In Brainiac 91. So when I was in the hospital bed, I was fully medicated. Like, I couldn't blurt out nothing. I was just stuck. They had me on like 10, 11 different medications. And I was in the hospital bed stuck, like, words just going through my head. Words were going through my head.
But you couldn't speak.
I could not say nothing but Psalms 91. And that's where the 91 came from. Psalms 91 is pretty long for somebody that just had brain surgery. I know how long Psalms 91 is. It's long. I can say Psalms 91. With all these other thoughts like going through my head.
What's significant about it?
Psalms 91? My mama's friend, Alice, she passed away. But she passed away, but she told my, sorry, I she passed away, but she told my mama to tell me to read Psalms 91 3 times a day, every day up to my answer.
You know what's so funny is my stepmom was in the hospital for COVID for like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And Psalms 91 is what she recites all the time. Anytime we come in the house now, that's all
Psalms
she
91?
did. Yes,
It's long.
it is long.
For me to have brain surgery and to know that,
You know about heart condition?
yeah, I put Psalms 91 by heart.
You
We're gonna put you on the
Yeah,
spot,
put you on the
man.
spot.
I know it by heart.
I got a lot more questions. I got some double up questions, and I got some new questions. I gotta get out, and since the girl got us behind her, I gotta speed up. You said you was gonna roll with that. You said you was gonna roll.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run with it if you gonna take it, because you know I'm right. I'm right. No, but I think it's a lot of things that we want to come out on this time and talk about. And one of the things that I want to talk about a little more, and this is one of the first questions that I wanted to ask you. You said, well, this document is known, that you had 2, not 1, 2. So, what one of the questions that I'm really wanting to come out is how do you find, the strength to serve other people? Like, a lot of times people have something that happened to them, and it is like a life and death situation, and just to be alive and moving is enough. Like, it's just, I'm here and that's enough. But then to have 2, but still come back and not only lie, but now I'm serving people. This is the purpose, no, I want to make this specifically for this. Now everybody can benefit from it, but I want to do this. And I see these, how do you have, how does that happen?
God. Like, it's basically my testimony for a close one.
Now can you expand on that? When you finish your answer, I want you to expand on that, because you said that before, and I'm trying to get things to come out, but I want you to expand on what that testimony through clothing line means to you and what other people should see in that.
It's basically my testimony, what I went through, those 2 brain surgeries, on top of me losing the love of my life, around the same time I caught the second tumor. So I basically put what I experienced through clothes. So everything is based on pure experience, and everything has a meaning to it. Like, I don't just throw clothes out there, they have a meaning to it.
Gotcha. Is that why the names?
Yeah, that's why the name. You see the names, that's like the Wannalee sweatsuits. Is because it's my mama's handwriting. And Lord behold, I don't want to think about her passing away, but that'll be in her legacy,
Gotcha.
I love her handwriting,
Okay.
first of all, and I wanted her to write out Brainiac 91 and get that put on clothes.
That's my favorite.
I love it.
Yeah.
I've had people tell me, do you have another hoodie?
Nobody said that to me.
No, they did tell me that at school, because I keep it at school. I just had it.
Nobody said that to me.
Jabrelle, listen, no, I ain't gonna.
Man, you exaggerate so much.
That's not
You
exactly
need to
right.
stop.
So that's kind of like you said about your singing. All right,
Oh,
let's go to the next part. Let's go to the next part. Hey, listen, we're gonna leave it to Miss Erikka. We're gonna leave it to Miss Erikka today. That's what we're gonna need to sing it to. All right, let's leave it to that. All right. Another question that I want to ask, the same realm. We talk about this your testimony, through clothes. So, can we liken it? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to paint something for our community to understand how they can deal with things. To understand that there's outlets that they can do, but they can still serve through the things. So that's what I'm hoping. Because most people don't choose that. A lot of people don't even choose to serve, period, no matter what happens to them. But then when they have like, that's like, extraordinary amazing. But I almost liken it to like a painting or to like artwork, to where like people say they, I wrote this poem and you can hear the words, or I painted this picture and you can see what I was going through. That's the same thing that you're saying in your clothes. It's like when you see my clothes, you can see what I was going through. And this time I needed some comfort. So when you put this song,
Right.
I got it. I like that. And I think that's a testament to passion.
Do you think that if you didn't have the spirit and the mindset to serve, that you would have the opportunities and the doors open for you that you have now?
No.
And I don't know if we'll get into it later at some point, but I mean, you've had some amazing opportunities. A lot of people have approached you with opportunities. You got some big stuff coming up that really is probably about to take Brainiac 91 to some crazy places that you didn't expect.
Right.
Do you think this service played a part?
Yeah. A big part. Like I could have gave up. I could have been gave up. I be stressed. It's like a lot of stuff behind it that stresses me out, but I keep pushing. Because I was that patient. You know? And so I push and push and push. I want them to know that they ain't alone. Like I can do all things. You know, if I made it through 2 brain surgeries, losing my boyfriend, I'm gonna say ex, but boyfriend.
Let's just keep it in love in your life.
Yeah, losing the love of my life, and then coming back home from his services and then having a brain surgery. You can do anything. Cause I could have been lost. I could have been lost in my mind somewhere in the streets, walking on drugs, you know.
Wait for power, Jabrelle. Start talking
But I
for you,
kept
baby.
praying, and I kept praying, and I did Psalms 91. If that lady would have told my mama to read Psalms 91 3 times, I probably wouldn't be here. I would have gave up.
Couple more questions. You know, I got a whole lot of questions I really want to ask. So another question is, do you think that family played a role in your underlying? See, I think serving has to be in you.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, there's a lot of things that you can learn to do, but serving is something that's in you. You're either in you to serve or you're not. Do you think that family played a role in that serving that you
Yeah, my daddy's a preacher. So,
come on, see, I ain't
yeah,
trying to
my daddy's a preacher. And
So
my
who's the
daddy,
preacher's daughter?
yeah, I'm a preacher. I'm a PK.
I'm not even gonna attack
Who's
you.
the preacher's daughter?
I'm not even gonna attack you.
Yeah, my daddy's a PK. I mean, my daddy's a preacher, and I'm a PK.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy sits at that table every morning. He prays a long prayer for his family.
Mm-hmm.
So that played a major part to his prayers, you know.
Yeah.
My daddy would go in the bathroom, get on his knees and pray. If he hears the bad news, he go in the bathroom, get on his knees and pray.
In his closet.
Mhm.
And he got a prayer room as well. He'll get on his face and pray.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up with that played a major part as well. Like if I didn't have the faith or my dad as my backbone, I probably would have been went the other way as well.
Listen, because I've heard a lot about you PKs.
I used to be bad. I used to be a heck of bad.
Listen, you know, I'm not gonna attack you. I'm not judging. I'm just saying I heard.
Yeah, I used to be bad because when preachers' kids, they be holding us in the house and stuff, don't want us to do nothing. But then when we get loose,
You get red lips.
yeah.
Now you legs out.
I can't stand
She
you.
went there. She went there.
I cannot. If my daddy see
So-
me in these shorts, he'll go crazy.
Well, let's just say he's not going to see.
He gonna look.
He gonna look? Okay.
He's definitely gonna tap in.
Okay, well, let's pops. This is only for the episode. This is like pops. This is wardrobe. Okay, another question. And I'm jumping everywhere because I'm trying to make sure we get some things in before we get to this last part of the
This is
thing.
because I see him looking at us good.
Oh yeah, she telling me to jump and move. We got time to let you jump back.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh my goodness. But I'm gonna say this one. This one is a little nicer than last week's time. Last week's time was a little. She was a little demanding. Just a little demanding. Yeah.
That's so sweet, though.
She was cool. I was
All these kids.
you know. And I gotta say this. I'm we are so elated, you know, even though I'm joking, we're so elated that we have a new group of interns here with us today. You know, you were here last time we had a group of interns.
Oh, you
So
sure were.
Graduated already?
they did. Now, you know T Money.
Yeah, T-Money.
T Money's still here. He's, you know, T Money is lead intern this year.
Really?
And full producer. Yeah, so you know T Money is the first and only student to ever receive, you know, an oxygen award.
I seen T-Money cheesing a little too hard with CaMisha.
Well,
You don't got to have effect on the folks.
we ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna say that. T Money been cheesing well.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to put you out here like this.
Now, I gotta jump to this question. That's my guy. T Money, my guy. You know that. Gotta ask this. How? Should I say how? Yeah, I'm gonna say how. How do you still continue and go through things, and then as a family deal with the situation? Well, no, that's not what I'm gonna ask you. I'm just changing, then I'm gonna ask you. First, I'm gonna ask you this. Can you take me through your sister having to have brain surgery? Can you take me through that? And I'm asking that because, let me say why, man. Because there's one thing of you having to go through something, dealing with it, but the other side of it, like seeing another person with love, is just different. And so I'm asking you, now you telling us a little bit, I'm asking more about your side of going through it, and now I'm asking about the side of dealing with it as a family member.
Oh, it was hard. It was crazy to find out that she had a brain tumor, like sent me, like she had to go through what I went through. It's so hard.
By that time that you had your second one,
She was a year later.
Okay.
After the second.
Yeah, and hers happened to be in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And when I found that out, I just broke down because I'm like, how is she gonna get through it? Because she has extra, she has kids.
Mm-hmm.
She has her boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She's a nurse. So I'm like, how is she gonna survive this? I didn't have the extra baggage, so I could just lay up and recover, So it was very, very hurtful. I was there the first time. First day she had surgery. I knew how to take care of her from experience. Even though it was in the front, so it was a little tad different, cleaning the wound and all that. But I knew what to do and how to do it. I was experienced already. Twice.
So do you think that plays a role in not only, I'm not saying that her, making through, but I'm saying, do you think that also played a role in bringing anything?
Yeah, it played a role. Yeah. She's another reason why I didn't give up.
That's what I said.
She
Were
made
you
it
dressing
through
her?
with kids. Huh?
Were you dressing her at the time?
No, she didn't have dress herself.
I'm talking about like clothing her. Was Brandon
She
going
Brandon was out, but she was wearing she was a nightgown. So she wore a nightgown. Take her out and take her on a little walk.
So you didn't bring anything like that?
I'm working.
It's coming? Oh, it's coming.
I'm working on nightgowns and hospital gowns.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I like renting it while you got going on.
I got so much stuff going on.
We gotta get to that. We gotta get next. I was trying to get these other questions. I wanted to get the background that because those who don't know the story, I want you to kind of know. And I think one of the main things that I really want to come out is trying. You are a person that needs to be celebrated for trying and celebrated for continuing to serve after needing to be served. You know, and I think that in our society, not just community,
Right.
but in our society, there is not enough serving. And there's not enough of people who are able to take circumstances that are negative
Yeah.
and then turn around and be positive. A lot of people take negative situations and become bitter and negative.
Yeah.
And then they never have the positivity that comes out of it.
Right.
What I really admire about you is that you have been positive. And not just positive on a small scale, but you have been positive on a major scale. And positive to where it is, I can't think of the word, it's contagious almost. Like, people can't be around you and not be positive because you exude like, I want to help you up, you're doing this to help other people. I've never heard you one time, all the conversations we had, the interviews last time, I never heard you say one time, I started this to make money. I started this to do this. I started this because I wanted to get back and money. And then it blessed you because it becomes something else that can do that. But it was all in the service. It was all in doing this and the positivity of coming back and wanting to serve and give and be positive.
That's why my prices are so cheap, because I know it's people already paying for the medication, you know, paying for them hospital visits. Everybody's like, why are you charging $25 for a shirt? It should be at least $35. I know people who are like, you know, having to go through chemo and all that, having to worry about paying for that. You know, sometimes I just go to the hospital and I'll find a cancer patient, I'll just give them a free t-shirt, free gear. I'll visit somebody that's in the hospital with cancer. Just sit in the room with them.
So that's the other reason why I wanted you to come back for the second time. Is because you know this, not only do you support those, but you supported us from day one.
Oh yeah, that's
We so much appreciate the support, because even when, before we even knew we could be consistent and do this, you supported us, and so we appreciate it. You supported our other programs with the kids. And they still talk to me, that kids still running, and they bring in shirts, still in there talking. Man,
you get them some color.
man.
Anytime I wear my shirt, they be like, oh, you know, I got a brand new extra.
Yeah, they say that. I'm telling you.
With the new logo.
They in it. I'm gonna tell you what one of my boys said. So, you know, we do the little competitions and all this. And so I told him, man, if you do this, you know, he gonna tell me. So, if I raise my test score up this, can I get one of some of them canaries? I say, you know what? Yeah, if you do that, I get you some canaries. You know what I'm saying? But they remember that. And so the impression and the things that you've done and that you help people is another reason why I wanted you to come back. Because the first time, even though we know our show, we love to put in front of our community people who thrive in a professional manner. That's huge for us with this platform. But it's also to give oxygen. You know that. We want to breathe life into the people that's come here because we love what you're doing. But it was super important for me and Jabrelle that we brought you back because we started Oxygen University. And with Oxygen University, we wanted to make sure that you received your diploma from Oxygen University because you mean so much to us, to Even Social Podcast, the Jenee Club, but also to our community. And we wanted to make sure that you had that and you received this. So, CaMisha, we appreciate you so much. And please join us in giving her some oxygen. Yeah.
That's
We appreciate you so much. You know, and people, I can't say enough how, like, it is contagious. But your service, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Kids, this stupid kids come to me. Yeah.
I'm trying to come out here. I'm working on some shoes for kids, some chucks.
We gonna get to what you're working.
I know, because you got a lot going on for me.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the next part that we get into. You know, get into, you know what I'm saying, what you're working on. What we're gonna do, because of the time, we're gonna switch something just a little bit. Alright, we're gonna have, because we had a beautiful performance by Miss Erikka in the beginning. Love it. But what we're gonna do is real quick, so that, because we're gonna ask Miss Erikka to do her last two at the end. And we're gonna finish this so that she can just rock it out. Alright, so we got about, I don't see
You're feeling
time
tired.
Grinch is
You're
gone.
feeling tired.
I'll take about 17 minutes. Okay, so now let's talk a little bit about, because we want to get in some of the things that's coming up and what you're doing, so we can let people know. Right now, what I need you to do is look out there and tell people where they can go support and get the Money Act 91. Please go ahead and look in there and talk to them.
You can find Brainiac 91 at www.brainiac91.com. You can even Google me, Brainiac 91. Everything about me will come up. www.brainiac91.com. Yeah, I was surprised. I was shocked. Like the magazines that I was in and everything popped up when I typed in Brainiac.
I will put myself off.
Do you have yourself?
Drop a little.
We're not going to we're going to come back in. We're going to really back in and get back in. Now, another question that I've been wanting to ask. People want to know.
You fire.
Yes. What's next for Brainiac?
I have so much on my plate for Brainiac 91, and because of me working, it's like, I'll be going to Miami. Fashion show.
So you need what they call you need a roadie?
You know what?
You need a roadie?
I feel like you're setting me up.
I'm just
You're
saying.
setting me up.
I'm just saying, you know, around for the fashion week, so I might need a roadie.
Casey Fashion Week.
And stuff.
Casey Fashion Week has been hitting me up like crazy, trying to get me to come out. They just want to hear my story.
Have you decided? No, you haven't not decided yet.
So I don't know. New York, they invited me to New York too for a fashion show.
I'm your road.
stuck between Miami and New York in September.
So, are they on the same weekend?
No, July. So next month,
So
Miami.
what's the
September,
difference?
New York.
We gonna talk, we gonna talk.
The preparation is different. I would
It's a struggle to prep.
yeah.
It's a struggle to prep. Because of me working. Like if I was at home and I worked,
Gotcha.
I could get everything in order. But
Gotcha.
trying to put it together by yourself.
Yes,
But what are
You have
some
all these
things
people reaching out.
that you are that you know?
This fashion show that I am coming up with, I am going forward with that. Did y'all see me about
No, you gotta come on with this.
Labs.
Oh, come out with
Alright.
it. Tell them what this is for.
I'm trying to get this collab out with me and Brainiac 91 at the Jegna Club.
Okay, let's get it together.
What's going on?
So that's what we wanna do.
I want to bring that out in New York. If I decide to go to New York, I'm going to y'all been down with Brainiac since day one.
I would love that.
We love it.
Y'all need to walk down that New York aisle.
So I'm gonna say this too. I can't tell you about your work. But I can tell you about me. I'll be there.
Jabrelle was supposed to be coming.
I'm broke.
I'm down if you
I didn't say shit. I didn't say shit.
If
I'm
Brainiac 91 is one, I'm in that.
In Miami, it's
I'm
all
gonna
about
walking down the aisle, but I'll be in.
In Miami, it's all
I ain't
about.
gonna be walking either. I'm gonna be.
She don't know what a model.
No, girl, you walking down.
Sure, the real model.
You's an actress. You's a singer.
And she
You's the
don't
person
want
on
to
my brother. You's a
Yeah, you
model
are.
too. Jabrelle, listen to me.
I'll be on the
Jabrelle.
sideline giving Brady with my
Jabrelle.
shades on.
I'm just gonna say this.
Or the back
T,
models ready.
let's don't get this on camera because I don't want her playing this back. Jabrelle, if you just
I want Jabrelle to be a part of Brainiac so bad.
she is a Brainiac ambassador, ain't she?
More than a Brainiac ambassador.
She's
Why she can be the
She's supposed to do that. I don't know why she ain't doing. You're supposed to hit the runway. You're supposed to do all that.
And she do not want to model.
No, not
You're
at
supposed
all.
to do that.
I'm gonna
That's not you know. You're supposed to do the Brainiac host, the runway, all that. You're supposed to
I am
be
down for Brady.
all things Brainiac.
If she actually
She don't wanna
need a
model.
model, I would model for you if you needed me.
No, she doesn't. She's asking you right here on Even Social Vibe.
Why are you doing this?
Model.
To model in New York when she hit New York or you know Miami. Whichever one, she said she needs Jabrelle Jenee. Straight across the runway. You see how that listen, let's get to that. Listen to this. She needs Jabrelle Jenee. Straight across that runway.
I got whatever.
See how that sounds?
This is me saying.
And then Jabrelle Jenee.
Officially, whatever you need.
I can't believe that you said yes.
So
I want to be a hoe.
if Jabrelle Jenee is across that runway, I'm definitely struggling Coach Mo's.
Ooh, Miss Erikka's the one of the performers, but she's going to be ET.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
That's that my poor little heart.
It's
Wait a
okay.
minute. You said
We'll
when?
get together.
What day?
I don't know if I want to do the fashion show for fall and winter.
I'm here. I go to LA next week. I go to LA
Fall
next
is
week.
my favorite.
I would love fall.
So I want to go for fall.
Okay, we're gonna get
We
that
gotta get
together.
that.
We're gonna.
What about the stuff with the hospital?
I'm just listening to the collab is coming, and I'm telling you, anywhere. Now this is me telling you on T. Make sure you get to anywhere. I put the Coach Mo's on the window. I don't know what you call me. They call them Coach Mo's in the hood.
Coach
Yeah.
Mo. I'm going to have to change.
I'm telling you, I'm wearing them anywhere. Anywhere you call me, say, listen, you call me on short notice. Hey, boo, I'm there.
Might say, AKA Coach Mo. I'm going to have to change that name.
I said she can call me on
I can
short
do
notice.
So we're going to
And
have
I'm
to do
there.
fall.
I can do fall
Yeah, we're going to have to do
because
fall.
I leave to go to LA next week. So
Yeah, I gotta
anything
have
after that, I can do.
Miss Erikka.
So,
I love
I've been rocking with Miss Erikka.
What about your stuff with the hospitals?
Huh?
What about your things with the hospitals?
So in the hospitals, I have scrubs and Crocs. And Crocs.
Bernie,
I see
I'm
you with
Crocs.
Crocs.
Yeah, you don't like Crocs.
Oh, God. So you
I
got
see the
Bernie
slide.
and 91
Oh,
Crocs.
you like
Oh,
Crocs.
God.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Crocs.
Yeah, all colors, Crocs. So I'm coming out with so much stuff for these hospitals. So nurses on the floor that I had the surgery on are wearing my scrubs already.
Come on.
So I'm inside KU already. I just need to get my merch in that gift shop. So once I get my merch in that gift shop, it's definitely going to spread. And next I'm going to go up to North Kansas City and Children's Mercy to
That's right.
I love that CaMisha. Come on, bring it in.
I am working, but it's much stressful when I'm working on a job.
I like to work
So
on
throw
the
me off.
work from 9 to 5. Let's just go ahead and clap.
Yeah, so what's his name? When he was like, you need to take a break from work. Deep rooted. So we can take a break from work and just work on brain again. But I gotta go get the MRIs and all that.
Look at look.
But yeah, I'm working hard. I just don't post as much on Facebook. I just want to pop it out.
How do you feel like it's been navigating social media marketing? did Brainiac start?
In 2024.
Oh, okay.
No, it was 2022. I'm sure.
Social media has been in 2022, CaMisha. That's not true.
Or was it 21?
It was 21.
Okay, it's 21.
Because I've been tapped in since 21.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my mom be here. I'm like, my mom be so busy that I can't even.
Do you find it difficult to keep up with the marketing for your own business, like conceptually and consistently?
Yes, when I first started, I could market like that.
What's changed?
My work hours. My work hours change.
So it's just timing.
It's just timing.
Have you not found like tools that work for you?
No, I basically need somebody to run the formula on the work.
But you said,
She need an assistant.
Yeah, exactly. I need an assistant. Like Earl Watson taps in all the time, and he like gives me pointers. I look at him like a minister. He always takes me out.
so that was a question that I was going to ask you too.
Yeah, he texts me out to the pool all the time.
Yeah,
He'd be like, you need to do this, you need to do that.
I wasn't gonna ask you.
That's not right.
You know, he just like give me
What I was
little
asking
pointers.
was about, I was asking you about getting support. Yeah, that's what my question is about. Is the support from the city, from people in the city, because I've noticed several people that have supported you, you know, in the city, from Earl, from other people's, from Sleazy World's people, to, like other people have supported you. Kiwi,
Kiwi made it really hard.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of people support. I was gonna ask you. So how it's about the support from the city, you know.
So I get support from the city, but it's not like the support I get from New York.
Let's put it out. Let's start.
Yeah, so like New York reaches out to me frequently. Like I think we would put my merch back out in New York.
In the
The
stores.
Leo Cortez, they love the Leo Cortez jumpsuits. They love those. And the Coach Mo's. They like the Coach Mo's in New York too. I get a lot of support from New York.
That's what you said.
And I don't even know how it got to New York. But they reach out to me.
When the streets call them Coach Mo's,
Yeah, I get it.
I thought that was already on. I mean,
you said that was already done.
that's what you said. They love them as if they were already.
She said, I don't know how, and I said, when the streets call them Coach Mo's, they gonna hit it. See, speed up with this thing.
Nah, it still sounds like
Yeah, they love the hoodies and the Leo Cortez jumpsuits. I'm gonna send it on the order and
What do you think is missing with the support decision?
I think they don't know my story. I don't tell my story. Well, I know I don't tell it enough. Like I will network with other cities more than I will network with my city. Because I'm beyond my city. You know, my mind is like beyond my city. And I put my city down, but my vision for my brain is like beyond. See, I don't want to just give it to
I understand that. But you know, one thing that I think is with the Klub is putting it up. A lot of people have never even put it up.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think putting it on is the first thing.
Right.
You know, because Jabrelle can probably test this to probably know where you really go when you put it on in front of people who don't know. It's like, you know, what's that really? Like they say something because it's stylish, and then you know, and the way you feel in it because it's moving, you know what I mean? So I think it's here. They gotta put it on. They gotta get it on, put it on, and feel it, and then they this is hot.
Yeah.
Because here is more of like somebody else got to tell you.
Yeah.
Which is true. And I mean, I almost want to ask about the saturation in the market because we have a lot of local brands. Do you feel like that plays a part in how you support each other? Because I think there were silos in the city, right? You kind of go with who with, you know, the popularity thing here in the city.
Right.
Do you think that played part of it at all?
I don't think so. I really don't care because I have a meaning. You know, people just be putting stuff out just to put stuff out. But I'm doing this is passion. You know, I have a strong meaning behind it. So I don't even if you look at my Facebook, I'm supporting a lot of people when I'm posting they I barely post Brainiac. Because I'm posting other people's stuff. You know, I'm a big support. Yeah, I've done things for people, brands that I don't think they're good for me. Like when I took March to the little fella that got shot by the Ralph Yard. Yeah, I took March out to him. And I stopped by Deep Root and I'm like, we got some food to take something around. Took some merch, some Deep Root to Ralph. Like, ain't no other brand.
You got to know who Ralph is. You can't come here.
Okay, Ralph is the guy that got shot for knocking on the wrong door.
The little boy.
The little boy.
I'm not going to go looking for a sibling that got shot in the head.
Yeah. So I hit up Deep Root. I'm like, I'm headed out to Ralph Yarl's house. He's like, and I was waiting to die. He's like, can you come to grab something for him too? So I went from the dock to Deep Root over in Missouri, picking up some stuff. I'm taking it out to Ralph up north. Like I do stuff with Jenee. I do it with passion, you know, and not looking for nothing in return. That's just me, you know.
So you had that true organic, like, bro.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You know, I hear people replay this sound or whatever it is, this sound bite over and over on social media. And the first time I heard it, I thought of you. When they said, you know, my friends and people always ask me how come I haven't blown up. Because you ain't shared my stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. That one, and I thought of you because I'm like, well, she shared all the stuff. Like, she shared hers. Like, no, she quick to share.
Tag them.
That hits me like the same thing with Mr. Wilson. Like, Mr. Wilson always say, hey man, we need a community of everybody working with each other. Like, share people's stuff. I'm sharing, you should, like, we just need to share it and go. And that makes me think of you. That made me think of you like, well, she does this all the time. Yeah. You know, but she don't get the same amount of people that she do
at all.
She don't get that back. And that's crazy.
And
you know,
sometimes I don't care. You know, sometimes I don't care.
I know you don't care because you're in service.
That's why every now and again, if you follow her on social media.
Well, she gonna.
I know what.
CaMisha gonna still.
Yeah, I'm still be.
She's still the Weatherspoon.
I'm bad. I'm changing. I'm trying. But yeah, I'll share. I mean, I just do it because I know what my brand is about. I know the meaning behind it. I know whose I am, what I am, and the direction God's taking. Like, I get offers that other brands haven't gotten. They've been out for 10, 11 years. Mm-hmm. You know, when I first released Brainiac 91, St. Jude hit me up. Quick. The first year I launched it. Mm-hmm. I was in a partnership. Now I'm in a partnership with St. Jude. I had a partnership with St. Jude so fast. I was like, what's going on here? You know? And after that, I'm just getting hit up and hit up and hit up and hit up. It's the passion and the meaning behind this story.
Yeah. People can tell.
I love that, yeah.
People can tell. I mean, when you authentic and you have a meaning behind it, people know that. And like I said, one of the first things we have talked numerous times, we have never said anything about money. I started with money, I was looking to make it. It never came, it always came about the passion or the service, and people know it, and people gravitate to it.
If I could go to every patient that has, I don't know why I'm attached to people with cancer. Mom really had a brain tumor. Just found that out. I really had a brain tumor. I just came out with a flow for her. I just found out she had a brain tumor. It's hereditary. So maybe that's why I don't know if that's why I'm like go more for patients with brain cancer or what. But if I could, I would give them people with brain cancer free work. No, it ain't about that.
I know this.
As long as I think someone is getting my phone.
Oh, and when you go for a store page or so.
Really? I just want to show that. It's called Willie Mae.
I want to show the different to have her. She been doing this for years.
Really?
She was on local show her stuff. She's got a patent for her little Northwest store where they can be stuff on stars. She got them stuff where they can be shawls. It's a whole lot.
And it's a meaning behind it. When my Aunt Willie, before she passed of cancer, she used to carry a cloak. She used to carry it. And she stayed cold all the time. So that's why I came down with Willie Mae. It's a cloak you wear over your head, and it's like a throw.
Right. Well, time consumer is giving me this. Like, you've been past 3 minutes past. So, I gotta start shutting down. So, 2 more questions. Unless you got one issue.
Give or take.
Sure? Because we've been waiting over this. So 2 more questions. One question I gotta ask is, you don't have, and I understand because you're doing swim, you don't have a brick and mortar.
Right.
And I'm asking this because I want our community and other people listeners to understand certain business in this. You know, I heard one of the greatest lines today. I just heard it today. I watch interviews. I watch video interviews. I watch podcasts. So, Snoop Dogg was being interviewed, and Snoop said, "Why made me think of you?" He's telling me, he said, "Man, Master P told him something." And he was like, he was working Master P with everyone, and when Master P's about to sell the company and all this, he says that all these people are saying, "Well, P didn't do this for me, they did this for you. He didn't do this for me, well, you know what I'm saying?" But P never not paying nobody.
Right.
But they're comparing, oh, he gave you this and did this, but he only gave me this and did this. But he paid you with it. Right. And so all this is going on, but then P ended up selling, no women and, all the stuff. And he said, P called him and said, product don't talk back to me. I said, well, that's cool.
Right.
And I immediately thought of you when I said, damn, she don't even have brick and mortar. The product don't talk back, the product moves. Product knows when people want the product to go. And so one of the coldest things, it takes me back to one of the things that we said, that being a producer over a consumer. So now you got product to move. And so my question with all that is saying that you don't have this, but you continue to move and grow. How is it that you can continue? I don't know how to word it, I want you to explain, your thought pattern of continue to grow and grow, and you don't have a brick and mortar, because most people think that when you have to have business, you have to sit down and have a brick and mortar. I gotta have a building, I gotta have this. But in the new age of where we're moving to, you don't have to have that. There are ways to have a business and never have a physical building that people have to do.
Right.
So I'm kind of wanting a little bit of understanding of how that works a little bit, and you encourage people to still be who they want, and you don't have to have this, because you are still thriving even more, you know what I'm saying, opportunities and able to still continue to sell?
I honestly don't even want to build it because I want to be throughout those hospital gift shops.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look on my website, it says your merch has been touched by a brain surgery survivor. So I want to touch that merch. I have to touch that merch before I mail it off or deliver it or whatever. So I'm basically, it's God. It's God. Because I can think of a name of something so quick of a piece of clothing. I mean, it's not but God moving. Like I said, I would really gave up. You know, it's God moving.
Last question. Y'all look in this camera and give me, you got 20 seconds. You got the attention of the whole world. 20 seconds. And with that attention of the whole world, what are you going to use it for? What do you say in that 20 seconds? Don't tell us what you say. Look in the corner. She's going to count you down. Look in the camera and give us those 20 seconds of what you say.
She should have this day on my name.
She should. Right. We're going to see what she do. We're going to see. Listen, she was on bloopers, with the other girl here. So let's see what she did.
Hello everybody, it's CaMisha, Witherspoon, CEO of Brainiac 91. And if you want that comfort with a bit of style, go to my website, www.brainiac91.com. You can get your merch.
See, now, it's all good. That was good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna give you, a C plus.
B minus.
Be a C plus.
Come on, at least a B minus. I feel like, yeah.
Just the only reason it's a C plus. She's alumni. She's alumni, so she kind of already knew something was coming. And then people say, why not? And then too, she was supposed to end it up in time. She was supposed to say, get into it! That's what she was supposed to do!
Get into this!
Get into it! But she still did a wonderful job. CaMisha, thank you so very much. We appreciate having you.
I'm inspired, y'all. I don't know why I'm inspired by it.
I'm gonna just say this, I say that oxygen would take my stuff.
And I'm sitting here
No, that's okay. We're gonna get to that. But I do want to thank you for coming. Appreciate you for coming and coming back another time. We thank you so much for supporting us. I appreciate your support. How much you do. It is a partnership, and we appreciate it. Now, I do gotta say this. Because it continues to cry now. And I don't like hearing a grown man cry. I'm tired of hearing a grown man cry. You know what I'm saying? So, the model for the collaboration has to be keys. So he can have, his church. He's gonna cry. He been crying. He had it. There's a lot of different, and I don't want to actually go and how he said it, because then I have to go watch it. Yeah. But we gonna get to that. But we gonna get to it. We gonna flip to that because what we got to do now is we got to get to Miss Erikka and perform. But before we do that, partnership. Real quick, tonight's episode is brought to you in part by Wilson's Pizza and Grill. It's also brought to you by Henderson Entertainment, taking KC artists to the worldwide platform. Brought to you by New Wall Street, an investment education community. And brought to you by Jenee Klub TV, and Radio. We cannot forget our brand partnerships. And we have Miss Brainiac 91 on the couch with us. We got Drip Ultra Pure Water. We got Truman Apparel.
Yes.
We got Sleep Violet. Confidence 71. Cannot forget our guy Heartland 180.
Thank you.
Max Windows. Cannot forget Wavy by PLG. So we appreciate that. We thank you. Listen, we love you.
Appreciate you.
And we thank you for coming out here with us this evening. We are the Evening Social Podcast. I'm Coach Mo. And we not done yet. We gotta stay. Because we're still here.
Remind me, new area.
All right. Get us out of here again. Take us out of here. So, yeah.
I'm moving on from your energy. I can let it consume me like this. Back and forth on this emotional roller coaster. So many times we have tried, but nothing has worked. And I'm choosing me this time. Nothing's personal, I love you, but my happiness means more than what you've been giving me. No more you and me, and I'm claiming what's mine. And I can't go on with you no more. Tired of the revolving door. I love you, but I love me much more. And I can't go on with you. And I can't go on with you.
Sing it to you.
'Cause I can't go on with you. No more, no more. I can't with you. I'm tired of the revolving door. I love you, but I love me much more. And I can't go on with you. And I can't go on with you. Thank y'all. Shout out to Jegna coming up and inviting me, man. I appreciate it. Shout out to CaMisha, man. Much love from your girl, Miss Erikka. Follow me on all digital platforms. Miss Erikka, MS period, ERIKKA. 3-time nominated All Missouri Music Award nominee,